So how did this develop in your sense of things you wanted to do?
Spending time with my mom. That's what I wanted to do. It interested her.
Do you want to rethink that?
No, I don't. Not at all. No, it was something that interested her, and I wanted to be a part of it.
So is that the first thing you started into, refinishing furniture and that sort of
No,
stuff?
I did signs.
She learned it in school, like how to hand screen print.
Yeah,
stuff.
that was shirts and
stuff,
yeah.
and then she went into.
Hello, everyone. I'm David Cooney, your host of the In the Booth podcast, a podcast mostly about the people, places, and things in and around Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. Joining me today from the Buffalo Valley Trading Post and Boutique in Mifflinburg are Selina Hennings and Miranda Dellinger. Ladies, it's great to have you in the booth.
Thanks.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Thanks for not laughing through the second introduction.
I had to look down at my fingers like, okay, Selena, calm down.
They're
I'm
not
laughing.
funny at all, I guess.
No, they're not funny.
So, first of all, thank you for joining the downtown Mifflinburg businesses. We really appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
It's a kind of we're in a growth phase, I would say.
Yep.
And it was stagnant for a long time, but I think we're in a good direction. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So, for someone who's never been to your store, tell me, how would you describe it?
Farmhouse.
Farmhouse? Okay.
A little bit of, I don't know, we do like
Shabby chic.
Shabby. There's no antiques. We don't do like antiques and stuff, although I do take antique furniture and repurpose them.
Okay.
But
So you repurpose it into a different style.
mm-hmm.
And you're calling that style shabby chic.
Farmhousey.
Farmhouse.
Is that a word?
Yeah,
Farmhousey.
it is now.
Yeah, I made it up.
So farmhousey, shabby chic. What else do you have in there?
Boutique clothing and handmade jewelry.
Handmade soap.
Yep.
Handmade
soaps.
jewelry, handmade soap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. All right. That gives people a feel for, as we're talking, since this is not many of them will be just listening and not seeing what's going on. They'll be able to envision what we're talking about. So let me ask a little background information. Just kind of figure out how you got from way back to where you are now. So, Selina, I've known you for a long time.
Long time.
We grew up on Walnut Street together.
Yeah, and you were my DJ at my wedding.
Yes, that
I'm
was
sorry.
many moons ago.
Yes. No, he was a good DJ.
That was back in almost in the disco era.
Yeah. Did you have a name? DJ?
I don't think
DJ
so.
Cooney.
Was it just DJ
No,
Cooney?
we just went around and played music.
Yeah.
That was before all the
Times.
wicka, wicka, wicka.
Yeah,
You know, it was
right.
just, you played songs basically and introduced people. That was all there was
Yeah.
to it. So, when did you get into this refinishing furniture? What part of it did you get into first?
Well, let me go back to when I was married to Doug and my sister-in-law, Vicky.
Okay.
She would come
She
to
was
my
Vicky
house.
Reber.
She's Vicky Reber.
Okay.
Yeah, she's Vicky Klein now. Well, actually, I'm not even sure. But anyhow, she got married, I think. We would do furniture out in the yard, and we would just take a piece and just redo it, and I just enjoyed doing it, and then I just didn't do it as a hobby or anything, and then just kind of just never did anything like that again.
So when you say you redo it, you mean you would get an old piece of furniture?
Mm-hmm.
Where would you get an old piece of furniture? Just, hey, we found this in the barn, or you'd get it
or
at a
yard
thrift store?
sales.
Okay.
Yeah, anywhere like that, and
And then you'd repurpose
redo
it
it
into
like
your own
with the.
style.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, I had an old furniture set that was given to me from a lady named Miriam Miranda. That's where I got her name.
Oh.
She was an older lady, and her middle name was Miranda, but she had this really cool bedroom suit, and Vicky helped me redo it. And that's when basically I started back then, but then it was years and years and years before I even did anything like that again, you know?
Okay.
Nothing, like maybe...
You just did it because you liked
I
doing
did it because I like doing it, yeah.
So what did you do with the things that you refinished? Were they...
I kept them.
They were all
They were
kept.
mine.
You didn't put them
Mhm.
for sale.
Nope.
Do you still have any of those pieces?
No.
No.
One piece. One dresser. It's upstairs in the bedroom. One piece. Yep.
That one.
Which makes me sad because I love all that stuff, and yeah.
Did you just sell it because I've used this enough and it's time to move on?
What happened to it? I have no idea what happened to it, to tell you the truth. I know we had a house fire, but I got that after the house fire. So
Oh.
yeah, we lost everything. But no, she was just a baby at that time, so nope. But yeah, so I got.
She's not just a baby anymore.
Nope,
So
she's
how old is
grown up.
Miranda? You're allowed to ask that.
Yeah,
I'll be 31 in August.
Oh my gosh!
Coming
No,
up.
I'm kidding.
I know she's old, ain't she?
So
So old.
So when so you weren't born and you didn't pop out and say, I think I want to refinish furniture. So how did this develop in your sense of things you wanted to do?
Spending time with my mom. That's what I wanted to do. It interested her.
Do you want to rethink that?
No, I don't. Not at all. No, it was something that interested her, and I wanted to be a part of it.
So is that the first thing you started into, refinishing furniture and that sort of
No,
stuff?
I did signs.
She learned it in school, like how to.
I forgot to do that. So we had to do like the intro over again because I
Oh
was
my
like,
gosh!
oh, I forgot all about that.
Oh, look,
This syncs us up.
sugar plums.
It's funny because I found a screw laying on the floor the other day.
I found one today too, and
And
I
I
have
was
no
looking
idea.
all over like this stuff. I'm like, where does this go?
Now you know.
No, I know. Well, and I didn't find a screw. I just found a nut. So the rest of it's there. Okay. Are you ready? We're going to get cooking.
Let's go. La, 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 la,
My
la.
hepatitis. That's right.
Come on.
All right. All right. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Hello, everyone. I'm David Cooney, your host of the In the Booth podcast, a podcast mostly about the people, places, and things in and around Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. Joining me today from the Buffalo Valley Trading Post and Boutique are Mifflinburg,
Yeah.
in Mifflinburg. Do over. This is going to take 6 hours. This is going to be a process.
Okay.
Home. Now you smacked her microphone.
Here, get this closer, right?
Oh,
Okay, don't move,
geez.
Selena. Okay, go.
Are you sure? Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm David Cooney, your host of the In the Booth podcast, a podcast mostly about the people, places, and things in and around Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. Joining me today from the Buffalo Valley Trading Post and Boutique in Mifflinburg are Selina Hennings and Miranda Dellinger. Ladies, it's great to have you in the booth.
Thanks.
Welcome aboard.
Thank
Nice
you.
to be here.
Thanks for not laughing through the
No?
second introduction.
I had to look down at my fingers, like, okay, Selena, calm down.
They're
I'm
not
laughing.
funny at all, I
No,
guess.
they're not funny.
So, first of all, thank you for joining the downtown Mifflinburg businesses. We really appreciate that.
Well, I thank you.
It's a kind of we're in a growth phase, I would say.
Yep.
And it was stagnant for a long time, but I think we're in a good direction. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So, for someone who's never been to your store, tell me, how would you describe it?
Mm.
Farmhouse.
Farmhouse decor.
Farmhouse? Okay.
A little bit of, I don't know, we do like
Shabby chic.
shabby. There's no antiques. We don't do like antiques and stuff, although I do take antique furniture and
repurpose
repurpose
it.
them.
Okay.
But,
So you repurpose it into a different style.
mhm.
And you're
Yep.
calling that style shabby chic.
Farmhousey. Is
Farmhouse.
that a word?
Yeah,
Farmhousey?
it is now.
Yeah, I made it up.
So farmhousey, shabby chic. What else do you have in
Boutique clothing and handmade jewelry.
Handmade
There's-
soap.
Yep.
there? Handmade
soaps.
jewelry, handmade soap.
Mhm.
Okay, excellent. All right. That gives people a feel for, as we're talking, since this is not many of them won't be just listening and not seeing what's going on. They'll be able to envision what we're talking about. So let me ask a little background information. Just kind of figure out how you got from way back to where you are now. So Selena, I've known you for a long time.
Long time.
We grew up on Walnut Street together.
Yeah, and you were my DJ at my wedding.
Yes, that
I'm
was
sorry.
many moons ago.
Yes.
That
No,
was,
he was a good DJ.
that was back in the almost in the disco era.
Yeah. Did you have a name? DJ.
I don't think
DJ
so.
Cooney.
Was it just DJ
No,
Cooney?
we just went around and played music.
Yeah.
That was before all the
times.
wicka wicka wicka.
Yeah,
You know, it was
right.
just, you played songs basically and introduced people. That was all there was
Yeah.
to it. So, when did you get into this refinishing furniture? What part of it did you get into first?
Well, let me go back to when I was married to Doug and my sister-in-law, Vicky.
Okay,
She would come
She
to
was
my
Vicky
house.
Reber.
She's Vicky Reber.
Okay.
Yep, she's Vicky Klein now. Well, actually, I'm not even sure. But anyhow, she got married, I think. We would do furniture out in the yard, and we would just take a piece and just redo it, and I just enjoyed doing it, and then I just didn't do it as a hobby or anything, and then just kind of just never did anything like that again.
So when you say you redo it, you mean you would get an old piece of furniture?
Mm-hmm.
Where would you get an old piece of furniture? Just, hey, we found this in the barn, or you'd get it
Or
at a
yard
thrift store?
sales.
Okay,
Yeah, anywhere like that, and
and then you'd repurpose
we do
it
it
into
like
your own
with the.
style.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep, I had an old furniture set that was given to me from a lady named Miriam Miranda. That's where I got her name.
Oh.
She was an older lady, and her middle name was Miranda, but she had this really cool bedroom suit, and Vicky helped me redo it. And that's when basically I started back then. But then it was years and years and years before I even did anything like that again, you know?
Okay.
Nothing. Like maybe.
You just
Gosh.
did it because you liked
I
doing
did it because I like doing it, yeah.
So what did you do with the things that you refinished? Were they
I kept them.
they were all
They're
kept?
mine.
You didn't put them for sale?
Nope.
Do you still have any of those pieces?
No.
No.
One piece. One dresser. It's upstairs in the bedroom. One piece. Yep.
That one.
Which makes me sad because I love all that stuff, and yeah.
Did you just sell it because I've used this enough and it's time to move on?
What happened to it? I have no idea what happened to it, to tell you the truth. I know we had a house fire, but I got that after the house fire. So,
Oh.
yeah. We lost everything, but no, she was just a baby at that time, so nope. But yeah, so I got
She's
it.
not just a baby anymore.
Nope,
So
she's
how old is
grown up.
Miranda? You're allowed to ask that.
Yeah.
I'll be 31 in August.
Oh my gosh.
Coming
No,
up.
I'm kidding.
I know, she's old, ain't she?
So
old.
So you weren't born and you didn't pop out and say, I think I want to refinish furniture. So how did this develop in your sense of things you wanted to do?
Spending time with my mom. That's what I wanted to do. It interested her.
Do you want to rethink that?
No, I don't. Not at all. No, it was something that interested her, and I wanted to be a part of it.
So is that the first thing you started into, refinishing furniture and that sort of
No,
stuff?
I did signs.
She learned it in school, like how to hand screen print.
Yeah,
stuff.
that was shirts and stuff. Yeah.
And then she went into
When you
other
say
stuff.
in school, what do you mean?
Like high school, like I took like all the art classes I could take, and it was
and
part
where did
of
you go to high school?
Danville.
Okay, so that, I was going to say, because that did not sound like something we did at Mifflinburg.
No, I took a graphic design art class, and we learned how to like screen print shirts and like make rubber stamps.
Oh, wow.
So it was
Okay.
She did
super, super
pottery
cool.
too.
And pottery, yeah.
That was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So those sort of things, you thought, oh, this is a lot of fun, and you just kept doing it.
Yes.
And then what about the furniture and that kind of stuff?
That's more or less mine.
Yeah.
My thing. We all had different things when we
Right.
started out, but then I went, well, you did help me there, didn't you, Miranda?
At Lisa's?
Yeah, Lisa's my
Mhm.
girlfriend, Lisa McCarty. She had a shop in Danville, or I'm
No,
sorry,
Bloom.
Bloomsburg, called McCarty's Tattered and Torn.
Okay, I remember.
And-
I've heard of that.
Yeah, and I met her we didn't see each other for years and years and years, and seen her one day at a wedding boutique shop and said that she owned it. So I went and visited, and she's like, you should do something. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do furniture. So I did furniture and sold it in her store.
That was what, back in like,
2010, 2011.
yeah.
So that's how you
Ish.
started selling in her shop.
Yes.
And Miranda was also selling things in
She
her
was
shop?
doing
Yeah, I made some
signs.
signs.
She was doing signs.
Yeah.
Now, when you say signs,
Like wooden signs with like
Stuff for
paintings
weddings and
stuff
stuff.
on it. Yeah.
oh, like so custom sort of
Yep,
things.
Some, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, I see. I thought you meant the signs that everyone hangs now,
The farmhouse looking
Love
signs,
lives
yeah.
in this house.
No, not
Things,
technically.
things like that.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
If they wanted them, we'd make
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
But I see a lot of that, and hopefully this is a good sign, or not a bad sign, but I see it at yard sales now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Really? Well,
yeah.
maybe it's because they
Like
got a
the live,
divorce.
laugh, love stuff.
Maybe they divorced.
Yeah, live,
Yeah.
laugh, love.
Yeah.
Yeah, no longer happy.
And now I
Sell it.
like the ones that are funny, like live, laugh, shove, or it'll say some pun of the actual sign. What are you whacking around
I don't know.
over there?
I'm just trying to make some noise.
Okay, well, it's not unusual.
Okay.
So then where did you go from the two of you selling in this one shop?
Well, she moved
Mhm.
into a bigger, and I didn't like the location. It wasn't what I was looking for, like to sell my stuff in. It
Right.
just didn't feel right to me. So I just stopped. I didn't do
Oh.
anything. Yeah, I didn't do anything for a while. And then when the pandemic hit, I
No,
thought,
because we were at remember when? In
yeah, but that was, yeah, we were there for a little bit, but it wasn't that long. It just wasn't a good fit for us there.
yeah.
But then when the pandemic hit, I thought, I seen this video on I'm like, oh my God, hand screen shirt. We can do that with the Cricut. I didn't know you could do it with the Cricut. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk to my daughter and see if this is something she's interested in. And she's like, yeah, I did that in school. And I'm like, cool.
So that was screen printing or
Yes.
vinyl or what was it?
Screen printing, yeah.
Screen printing.
printing.
Mhm.
And so you do that now.
Mhm.
Okay. And then at that point, then where are you selling this merchandise since you left that other place?
Well, I thought, well, let's try getting in at the farmer's market in Lewisburg. So I got a hold of Tammy Shoup Haynes, and because she had a spot there,
Right.
and asked her who the contact was, which was Joe Sharp, and got a hold of him, and he said, sure, we'll find a spot for you. So
So what year is this?
a couple years,
2020, beginning of 2020,
2019, 2020,
2020.
2020, she
Okay,
says.
so this is after the new folks took over the farmers market and when it became a little more modernized,
Yes.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And we did so well doing our shirts and my furniture and then her signs that we decided Danny had just started getting into her paintings.
And that's your daughter-in-law?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, you do, awesome work. Why don't you try selling it here at the farmer's market with us? So she came and she set up with us, and then we noticed, well, maybe we should, see if she wants to join us and come into business with us. And then she could do her paintings.
Right.
Miranda would sell the signs, and I would continue to do the furniture, and then we would combine the T-shirts together.
Okay.
So we would all have that business together.
Right.
So that's what we did for a while.
That's a good idea because especially with Danny being an artist,
Mm-hmm.
it's not always easy to strike out on your own as an artist. If you don't
true.
have things surrounding that,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times it's tough to go it alone.
Yep, yep. And that's why, wanted to see her do good and get out there and do it, because she did a lot, but she didn't ever sell it. Like,
Right.
I mean, if she did, I don't know if she sold it on back then or not, but
But she wanted to.
yeah, I'm sure she wanted to, and that's why we all joined together, and then it just
And that was all at the flea market.
at the farmer's market, yep.
Okay. Yeah, the farmer's
And then we got an inside spot, and then we did it.
Oh, so you were outside
We were
at the
outside.
farmer's market
That was really fun setting up and tearing down
every
Wednesday
every Wednesday. Oh my.
in the heat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, super fun.
I didn't.
Yeah, I
do it.
betcha.
Yeah, not fun.
And then, so how long were you outside? Then you moved indoors.
Like, was it summer to fall? It was before winter. Because then we got the spot inside.
so
We
it was
asked
pretty
Joe.
quickly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
said to Joe, "Do you guys have a spot opening up inside? We'd like to,
Didn't
continue."
they expand the building?
No, I think they put new doors and stuff on.
They did new doors, but they put like a, you want to call it like a pavilion
Oh, well.
area
like
out
an
in
entrance.
the front.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah,
what.
they
Yeah.
did add one right there.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
That
what they
was-
did.
Okay, cool. So now you're inside.
Yep.
Now, when you're inside, you can have a permanent location. You don't have to take everything down and put it back up.
Nope.
It was so
You just
nice.
secure it somehow
Yep.
and lock it up.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you started inside. Then how long were you there?
Oh,
Almost
it was
a year and a half.
maybe a year.
I don't know. You're asking hard questions, Cooney.
No, it was probably about a year. Yeah, because
Yeah.
this is 22.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
were there like outside, inside for like a year total.
Well, that's pretty quick then when you
Yeah.
made
Oh,
the,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I remember you contacted me and saying, "Hey, we'd like a place." Was that you were still at the flea market then?
I was there, but we were there, but we were also at Pinecone Honey.
Yeah, but when you were talking to Cooney about a spot, it was
2019. Oh, 2019 when we first talked to you, because Tammy Haynes showed us the spot where 45 West is now.
Yes.
She showed me, Miranda, and Justin that spot because us three were going to go
That's
into
right,
business
that's right.
together. I remember you said, "Oh, you can't wait to come down for coffees and stuff." So we were going to do the one side, just farmhouse
Yeah,
decor
farmhouse,
and signs and stuff on one side, and then my son was going to do a cafe on the other side.
Okay.
That was the original plan.
Right.
And then Barb, who had Barb Flowers,
Yep.
owned it,
Right.
and she wanted more money than we wanted to put out.
Right.
So that fell through for us back in 2019. And
and then that's when we went to the farmers
that's
market.
when we went to the farmer's
Okay,
market.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought you were already there. So
No.
I see.
No.
Okay. So then you said,
No.
"All right, well, we'll do the farmers market," and you had
Yes.
pretty good success.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly. At
And
the
Tammy
farmers
Staum,
market.
she's a realtor, and she was really trying to help us find a spot because we always wanted a
a storefront.
storefront.
Right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good.
Yep.
And then eventually you came to the downtown.
Yep.
And now,
Well, thanks to you
well, and Lance,
and Lance,
yeah, and then the owner,
Tim Turner.
Tim Turner. Right? Yeah. Good.
Yep.
That's good.
And it was awesome. I appreciate you getting us down here.
Well, I wanted you down way before that, but
I know.
that wasn't a fit. And
I know.
You know how they
It didn't
say
work.
everything happens for a reason.
I believe
Exactly.
that. I believe that. You pray for certain things in life, and then when it doesn't come, you're disappointed, and then there's always another plan.
Yeah. You don't know what that is,
No.
but when it
No.
smacks you in the back of the head.
No.
Then you're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you, Lord. We'll take that. Yep.
So now you've been in that location how long?
Over a year.
Over a year because
Yeah, June was the year.
you had your first year anniversary. And do you sell other places now or just out of your store?
No, just out of
the
us.
store.
Yeah.
Okay. And do you do any mail order, that kind of stuff?
No, but we do sell our cups to Wagon Tail Coffee. We have iced coffee cups that we do,
The glass ones.
the glass
yeah.
ones, and she.
You mean like a clear glass?
Mhm.
Okay.
And then
Like
she'll
a bamboo lid and glass straw.
yeah, and then she'll
Okay.
order whatever design she wants. Miranda takes care of
And
that.
that's Wagging Tail Coffee. That's a coffee shop.
Yes,
somewhere.
in Watsontown, and then they have another place in Allenwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're customizing those
Yes.
for her. I see. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
And then along with that, does she lean on you for other things since you do shirts and what have you?
No, but she already has
A shirt vendor.
an
Yes.
awesome shirt. Like,
Yeah.
she's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Her designs and everything are amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
She's really good
So
at all
she's
that.
taking care of that.
Oh yeah, she's good.
Okay. All right. So now we're up to the point where, ta-da, you're in downtown Mifflinburg.
Mhm.
So let's go back again. So I kind of wanted to establish how you got to be where you are now in downtown Mifflinburg. But let's go back now and explore a little bit all the things that you have in the shop. So I don't mean item by item, but so talk to me about the furniture because that seems like it started it all. Are you?
It did.
You're still doing that?
I'm still doing it, but not as much.
Okay.
Because furniture pieces are big. So with the store being smaller,
Right.
you really can't fit a lot in there with furniture and a bunch of other things are in there too. So when one piece sells, then I'll do something else.
Do you have like pieces in storage waiting?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I
And
do.
and do you know like okay, little chair, you're next, or do you wait and
yeah, I
see
have a
what the
table.
market?
Nope, I have a table with chairs I want to do
Okay.
next. That's my next project
Okay.
to go in.
And where do you do all the work on these
Oh,
pieces?
geez, at home. My husband bought me a Yoda barn, actually, and we have everything set up in there. So
Oh.
I wish I could do it right at the shop. It'd be easier.
And that's air conditioned, an air conditioned
Yes.
Yoder barn?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shizzle.
good.
Yeah.
For shizzle.
For shizzle.
Yeah. Oh, you kids and your lingo.
I know, right? Yep.
I should have mentioned this was G-rated.
Yeah, way to go. A little late now. No, I was gonna.
that would've been
I
nice.
was gonna say shizzle, and then you looked at me like, "Mom," getting scolded by Miranda.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so in the shop, so you have the furniture.
Yes.
But what about let's break this up into two parts too. Let's talk about the things that you guys make and have in the shop, and then other things that you don't make but you still have in the shop. And not food or coffee or anything yet.
Okay.
Okay, so what we make is the Farmhouse Signs
Yes.
furniture.
Which is where you have to cut the trim work and do all that and
Right.
paint it and then put the
Stain
the
it, yep.
stain it, all that fun
All
work.
that.
I do
Dish
like
towels?
dish towels. We do gnomes. I make gnomes.
Like wooden gnomes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Like
Yep.
little tiny to sit on like a shelf or something. Not anything huge.
Nope. I make the
Oh, the
clay.
clay beads.
The clay
yeah.
beads
I think
that-
people call them like worry beads. I don't know.
I wouldn't probably worry unless I swallowed
I know,
one.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
they're kind of small.
They,
so-
well, some of them are
Not child safe.
not child safe. No.
No.
So you make those.
Uh-huh.
So where'd you learn how to make?
YouTube.
Of course, where all knowledge comes from.
Well, it's like, oh my gosh, never thought about air dry clay. So, and it's so easy.
I was
It
just
doesn't-
thinking about it the other day.
Were you?
Yeah. You know,
Oh, what can I do
I
with
was
air dry clay?
sitting at the supper table thinking, air dried clay.
Wonder what I can make with that.
Yeah.
You can make clay beads.
Wow.
Yeah.
What else? Is that all you make? With
With the
air-dried
clay beads, and then they dry, and then you paint them, and then you put twine through them, and then you make a nice little thing. But yeah, I do that with the clay. But
So you're making what? Necklaces, earrings?
no,
No.
I'm not into that.
Okay.
That's not.
How dare you?
I don't like that. No, thank you. I'll pass.
So what?
No.
So what am I getting here? A string with beads on it. What am I doing with
It's for
it?
decor.
Okay. Thank you.
I will take a picture and send it to you.
Yes, I didn't
So
know
you
if I was
know.
to go out and swing it around.
No,
and keep
no,
rats
no.
out
You
of the
could hurt
way, or
somebody with them.
Oh, you could knock someone out.
You put an eye out. How
Yep.
big are these beads?
They're big.
Oh, so it's more like a David and Goliath.
Yeah, yeah. That's all you need. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So what else are you making in the for the shop?
The T-shirts, of course. You do hand.
So you have like a
whole.
wholesaler. You buy T-shirts.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
going out to the cotton field and
No.
no. So you don't.
that
You
time.
get
Not
the
today.
shirts and you.
I
Design
design it, print it out, weed everything, put it on my screen.
So
All
you,
that fun
these are
stuff.
hand printed one at a time.
Yep.
One at a time.
So when you say you design it, Describe your best-selling shirt.
The Be Kind.
Yeah. And yeah. The Be Kind. Yeah. With the B and then kind underneath
Right.
it. Yes.
Okay.
I found a shirt like I thought this is really cool. I wonder if we can design this. So
Danny actually helped with
she
that. Yeah.
she
'Cause at the
offered.
time I
No, and then we found out how easy it was to do. So
Yeah.
Right.
Miranda did it.
So that was your first shirt.
yeah, the
And
Be Kind and the Let It Be.
Let it be.
Okay, cool.
Everyone loves bees.
I don't. I'm allergic. But,
Oh, are you?
know,
Oh, just
to each their own.
yeah.
To each their
Keep
own.
bees away from you.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Yeah.
And I have I put in a whole bunch of flowers this year, and I'm
Oh
like,
my goodness.
that was really a dumb thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's
It
funny.
looks pretty.
Marsha encouraged it for some
Oh, did
reason.
she?
Yeah.
I wonder why.
We should have more flowers. What draws bees?
Right?
Honey.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
okay. So the shirts, what else are you responsible for over there?
Well, we also, I don't know if we didn't talk about this, but we also branded a coffee.
No, we're
off
not,
of my- okay.
we're not
You want to go there yet?
Yep, nope.
You want to go there yet? No, I mean, we help with everything. Like, one thing's not just her or I.
Right,
Yes.
We're
It's a team effort. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
There's no I in team, Cooney.
No, but
That's
there's
right.
me.
There's me.
So when you design shirts, like obviously that's a little bit of a crapshoot. Like you have to say, I'm going to design these shirts, not knowing whether they're going to sell or not.
That's why we don't do large quantities at first.
Okay. So when you come up with a new design, you think, you run it by your mom. Who else is
Sometimes.
who else is your sounding board for? Is this a good design or not?
Us.
It's just me and her.
Yep.
So you
I
know,
don't,
you
if
know,
I don't like it, I tell her.
you don't put it online and say, "Oh, geez, this only got 100 people looked at it, and only
Nope.
2 people liked it."
Nope.
You just say, "Go
'Cause
for it."
We pretty much know if it's going to work or not.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've got the talent for that.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
So what do you do then? Because a long time ago, I licensed a design that I had onto sweatshirts and sold it through different catalogs.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know anything about apparel. So they're like, okay, it's what we want. We want, I don't remember, it was like 500 extra large,
Oh my goodness.
300 large. They had like this breakdown of all the different sizes and stuff like that. So how do you figure out, well, we better print some extra larges, medium, small,
It's
you know?
just hard.
guess.
You just kind of guess. Unless you've been doing it for years and years and years and years and years and you know what sizes sell the best.
Okay.
But
With what design?
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
That's
that's
the
true.
thing.
And these are all designs geared toward women.
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, hey, if you came to us and wanted something, we would get it done.
Oh, so like custom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we've
Yep.
done that.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I don't want anything with a B on it. Just to be
No, we
clear.
won't do
Okay.
that for you. Nope. No bees for Cooney.
So these are the things that did we leave other than the coffee and the drinks? Did we leave out anything that you make at the store? Okay.
I don't think so.
But now you have
Like
other
visualizing.
merchandise in the store.
Yes.
Okay. So talk to me about the whole range of merchandise. You have jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So was Shauna.
Shauna.
We
Shauna
met her
girl.
we met her at the farmers market.
Yeah,
Okay.
she
Super
makes all of her.
Handcrafts it all.
Yeah.
So all the jewelry in your shop is from her?
No.
The more expensive stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the sterling silver and the gold
Yes.
fill.
Okay.
That's all her. Yep. She's out of Allenwood. She'll go and take classes and like stay up to date on what's like in. She just
Oh,
got
like-
back from Tennessee. She took a really cool like stone setting class.
Oh, cool.
So she's doing like engagement rings and wedding bands and stuff like that now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then this is interesting too when you said about the more expensive. So you are saying, well, we need another price point
Mm-hmm.
to appeal to most people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then you found someone else who, okay, this is cool stuff, but
Yeah,
Is
we don't want to repeat vendors.
right.
We don't want the same thing.
So when someone comes to us and asks if they can sell their stuff in the shop, it's like, well, what do you do? Because we don't want to have repeats.
Right.
So like, yes, we have 2-3 different jewelry vendors, but they're all completely different.
Okay.
We have another jewelry vendor, Lucy and Lee. She hand cuts all of her earrings with the leather, and
Oh,
then
cool.
she
Yeah.
attaches everything together.
Right.
So hers ranges from like $15 to $20 about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
We try not to we want local if we can get it.
Right.
as
and
local
just
as possible.
local,
yeah.
but we also want stuff that, help out small businesses, other small businesses.
Right.
So, and she was one, and we loved her stuff. So,
Yeah, her stuff's really cute.
yeah.
And where did you meet her? Also at the farmer's market?
No.
No. Oh my gosh.
Where did you meet her, Miranda?
Where did I meet her?
Miranda met her. She didn't come into the store for Chris Kindle.
Farmers-
Did she?
Farmers
Yeah,
only?
she did.
No, farm makes sense, eh?
No.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
So she
I
came into your
followed
shop
her.
during Chris
Chris
Kindle.
we had
Yeah.
another girl from Ohio who came into our shop from Chris Kindle and loved it, and she does T-shirts too, and we've taken her stuff in too. So
Oh, cool.
yeah,
And she was not a vendor at Chris Kindle. She was
No.
just visiting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. And from Ohio, of all
Yeah, I
places.
know.
Well, I've met people from all up and down the East Coast during Chris
Oh, that's
Kindle.
cool. Yeah,
From
that's-
Georgia all the way up in the, beyond New York even.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the whole East Coast kind of thing. Okay, so jewelry, shirts,
Jewelry,
What
shirts,
are we missing?
purses.
Yep.
Purses. Okay.
Yep. Hand sewn.
Headbands.
Yep. Oh yeah.
She does.
Oh, wait, hats? Do you do the hats
yes.
also?
Well, yep.
Miranda does the hats.
No.
No,
The winter.
Willowstone.
The winter.
Oh, the winter hats.
Oh, winter hats. Yeah, I was
Yes.
thinking like ball caps because I've seen ball caps in there.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
that's Willowstone.
Willowstone.
Okay,
That's Ben.
and who's Ben?
Ben Reeder.
Okay.
He owns the Willowstone farm.
Oh,
the
yeah.
wedding, the
The wedding venue.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. Oh yeah, the hat.
The winter hats.
Are they crocheted or knitted?
Yeah, they're crocheted.
Okay.
Okay.
They're crocheted
I
hats.
don't know. They could be knitted. I'm trying to have a visual here of what they look like up
This
close,
stuff is
but
awesome though.
They're knitted.
yeah,
There you go.
Just cover it all.
Yep.
Yep.
So those are from another person.
Yep.
And where did you?
She's from Millville.
Okay. And where'd you find her?
I actually a couple years ago when we were set
I'm
up at
in the bag.
Nomad, I was really cold because we were up in the mountain, and
And Nomad is what?
Nomad
distillery.
Distillery.
Okay. Okay.
They were having an event.
Yeah, they
Okay,
have
like
events.
a crafter
Yeah.
event
Yep.
kinda. Okay.
Yep. Her stuff was set up there, and I went and I got a hat from her, and then the following fall, yeah, it was fall, right? I contacted her and asked if she wanted to sell her hats in the shop, and here we are.
She's like, darn tootin'.
Yeah,
Darn
and she
tootin'.
does well.
Yeah,
She
she
does
does really,
so
really well
good.
in there.
Do
And
you, so when you do this arrangement, there's obviously contracts and
Mhm.
paperwork and all that kind of stuff.
no, we're laid
We're
back.
not that. We're not
You're
that.
laid
person.
back
Yeah.
about
Laid
it all.
back.
No.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't say from year to year. We don't say month to month. We just, because sometimes items
They would sell really,
Really
really good in
well,
the beginning and,
and
then,
then,
not.
like the macrame was really, really popular. And then it went boop. And then so we
In the
said,
70s.
well, yeah, and it was just again. And we're like, okay, this isn't selling anymore. So
Unfortunately, yeah.
you make those decisions and move around things.
Is that a tough call to make when you have
Not
to
for
call?
me.
No.
Mm-mm.
You just call them and say, hey,
It wasn't for me, no.
we've only sold
Well, but we have
two
to
of these
we have to
and-
look at it this way. It's our business.
Yeah.
It's not, and they have their stuff in our business.
Right.
And if it's not selling, that's not benefiting us. And you're taking up space. So then we have to move on. But no, I don't.
Right.
It was all good.
It's all business.
It was all business.
A business.
You got to put that business face on
That's
sometimes.
right. So even though it's all business for you, have you developed friendships with any of these
Oh,
folks
yes.
that you've maintained over the years?
Mhm. Yep, definitely. Like Shauna and Miranda have come. So she's like a daughter to me.
Wow.
She's awesome.
She's a sweetheart.
She's just a good
Love
girl.
Shauna.
Mm-hmm.
And who? She's the hat lady.
Nope.
No, she's
Wrong.
the jewelry.
Jewelry.
The jewelry lady.
Yeah, the sterling silver and
Mm-hmm.
I'm having trouble keeping track.
That's okay. I have days like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't remember names.
So let's move into, you've been itching to talk about
What?
the coffee.
No.
Don't wait, before
Such
we
a
do
neat
that,
story, though.
I know.
I didn't finish the sentence.
I like the story.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miranda. Keep her in line. So here's my question. Did we cover all the merchandise? We didn't miss anything in this.
No, there's like purses. We have purses. We have
watercolor
Yeah. We do have some odds and ends too, like
candles.
China candles.
Oh, our wholesale.
Or wholesale
clothing
stuff that you have
too.
to sell those little items, smalls they call them.
right.
to fill spaces up.
Yes.
Okay. But we hit on most of the
Yes.
stuff.
Mhm.
Okay,
Maybe.
cool.
I think.
Maybe we can come back. There's no order to this. Well, there's a little bit, but not
You'll make an exception
carved
for
in
us.
stone. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So the coffee story.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
Well, so I remember when you had everyone on pins and needles. Like, I have this big announcement.
I know.
have
It's
this big
so. I
announcement.
just think it's the coolest thing ever. It's just a way of. So my great 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 grandfather.
Hang on now. Great
Yes. Yes.
grandfather.
3. Did I say 3?
Yeah.
Great.
But I'm trying to figure where does that put us time wise?
Oh, geez.
A long time ago.
In the
Bible times?
1800s?
Oh, 1800s.
Late 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, late
Because he had
1800s.
a general store in Swangle.
Okay, in Swangle. So
And-
Swangle is west of Mifflinburg.
It is.
And downtown Swangle looks like
Downtown.
what?
It's a village. It's like you can.
Right, it's
Nothing.
one street,
Nothing.
basically. I'm just trying to paint a picture for people that
okay.
are
They
listening.
don't know.
That some of our listeners, Selena,
Don't
may
know
not
where
have been
Swangle-
to Swangle,
What?
Pennsylvania.
That's crazy. Swangle's a place to be. Used to be, anyways.
It's swinging
Yeah.
Swangle.
Yeah. Swangle.
So, okay, so great
Great.
grandfather
Yes.
has a store in downtown
He had
Swangle.
a general store.
Okay, probably the general store.
The only one.
yeah.
Plus, he was a postmaster, too. They did two
Okay.
things. So he was a postmaster.
Okay,
So I wanted to, when I found the book that had his picture of the general store in it, I'm like, what?
that was
My-
one of the historical.
Yeah, my sister Chris said, oh my gosh, this picture of our grandfather's general stores in this book. And it was called Mifflinburg in the West End.
Right. Yep.
And it was in there. And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. And it just got me
And what
thinking.
was his name?
William.
William.
Mm-hmm.
William what?
William
Bird.
S. Bird, B-U-R-D.
Okay, William S. Bird.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Sounds like a ship.
But there's two different things because I see William S. Bird and I see William L. Bird. So I think because of 3 generations, it was his son then. So that had it. So he started it and then his son.
Either
and
way,
then
he was
his
a
brother.
bird.
He was a bird.
Yeah,
My grandma was a bird. B-U-R-D.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm. She's a bird.
Okay, so tell me about the coffee story.
So I thought it'd just be really cool to do something to remember him. You know what I mean? I just feel like sometimes we lose that
Mm-hmm.
and no one knows anything like that with family traditions or what they did. And I lived in Swangle and didn't even know there was a general store that my grandfather had.
Wow.
Like I never knew that. I'm like, how did I not know that? And then it said it burned down in 1983. And I know we lived there in the 70s. And I'm like, no one ever told me.
Wow.
Yeah, hurt my feeling.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Your one
My
feeling.
one feeling. It hurt.
Got on your one nerve.
Yeah, and then to find out too, he had another store downtown here in
Really?
Mifflinburg, and Matt Wagner did say he tried to figure out where that's at, and he talks to an older lady, she's like in her 90s, and said that there's a place downtown where there was another general store. I'm thinking it's the vet's office, but I don't know. They said my uncle kid said it was like catty corner from where the bank
Mifflinburg Bank was.
used to be. So, and he thinks it's to the left of the bank.
Hmm.
So,
Matt Wagner is a local historian.
yeah,
And
yeah.
If anybody would know, 'cause
he would
digs
know.
up a lot of
Mhm.
stuff. Huh.
So he said he would find that out for me, and I do have a picture of him. My great grandfather had a picture of him standing by like a Coca-Cola cooler,
Right.
and the building is really narrow,
Well, that's a skinny building.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking, man, I'd like to get in there. But he did tell me a story of the lady that was giving him this information about how he would do his inventory, and the inventory would be like, look around the building and look inside and say, yep, inventory looks good, about the same as last year. And that's how he took his inventory. He goes, he thought it was the cool story. I'm like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, I just wanted to. So we have a coffee, 1894,
Mhm.
and then a Postmaster coffee.
Okay.
So we branded it W.S. Bird.
Right.
And then we have the
And we used the picture that was in the
on
book.
the general store.
Yeah.
So help me out because I am not a coffee expert.
Mm-hmm.
How do you decide, hey, I'm going to have a coffee? You know what I mean? Like, I know you go to a store and buy coffee, but how do you
Mhm.
decide what you want your coffee to be?
Yeah.
Well, we went through Basin. So
They
they're
roast.
the roaster.
Mhm.
Okay, so they're a coffee roaster.
Yes.
So they will provide you with coffee.
Yep.
Yes.
Beans, ground.
Flavors,
Yep.
everything.
So how do you go about that? Designing a coffee, I guess, is what I'm asking.
I just
She tasted.
tested and found a roast that I liked, and then we branded it. We were able to pick what name, our own label,
Oh, cool.
all that fun stuff.
So,
packaging.
So you picked something that you thought, oh, this does him justice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there's how many different coffees in the W.S. Bird?
We just
There's
did.
a Postmaster, you
There's the
said?
Postmaster, that's the dark roast, and then the 1894 is the medium roast.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's 2, and then we do like their different flavors and stuff.
Like
but
towards Christmas time, there's
Yeah.
like different flavors.
Oh, so you can get like the WS. You can get the Postmaster
Yes.
in
Oh,
mint or
yeah.
something like that, or peppermint or something like that. Oh, that's cool.
You could do
and
whatever.
cold brew.
Cold brew.
Yep.
We do the cold brew too.
And that is what?
That's just like the little.
It looks like a big tea bag, but with coffee.
and you
You
just
put it in
cold
water, put it in the fridge overnight, and it's good the next morning.
Oh,
Yep.
cool. So it's like sort of like sun tea when you set your tea bags out and just let it go and
Yep.
Just let it
seep
go.
out. Oh,
Yep.
that's cool.
But in the fridge.
Right. So it comes out cold, and then you put that over ice, probably.
Yeah,
Or
ice. You can throw creamer in it.
No sugar for you.
no, I use those fake
Mm-hmm.
pretend sugars.
Yeah.
Is what I usually ask for at the restaurant.
Can I have that pretend sugar?
That's what I ask for, and they say, "Do you mean like the pink one, or the yellow one, or the blue one?" I'm like, "Oh,
Yep, just not the white one.
surprise me." Yeah.
I'll take whatever.
See, look, we have some right here on the table in the booth. We have
You
pretend.
got
sugars.
it, man.
Okay, so that's the coffee.
Yes.
And now we also, the most recent thing, are there any things I'm missing between the coffee and the cold drinks?
I don't think.
Mm-mm. No, sir.
We like to keep people guessing.
There aren't W.S. Bird Pop-Tarts in the world?
No.
Or strudel? Maybe he was a strudel man.
Maybe.
That sounds German.
Maybe.
Strudel.
Yeah.
That must be our next adventure.
There you go. Okay, so
We're always brewing something.
that's true.
We do.
So fast forward to the
Yes.
cold drinks,
Yes.
which I have enjoyed. And you brought me one. I'm going to grab it.
Yeah. Don't take your headphones off there. I don't want to see you trip over
Oh.
them.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. No Red Bull in that one.
Okay, so I just went and fetched this drink that you brought me, and it has ice in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a clear cup with a straw, and I'm going to taste it. But before I taste it, we're going to backtrack just a little bit.
Okay.
Because what, like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 3 weeks.
What was I even doing? I was
You came into the shop.
for something.
I think it was after one of your walks.
You came in and said hi.
Maybe
No,
I was just visiting.
You were measuring for the Yum Yum Wagon.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
that's right. We were measuring for food truck.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and then I stopped in and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And you said, "Oh, come here, taste this."
Mm-hmm.
So I tasted a drink, and it was delicious. And then
You drank that drink in less
and then
than...
You chugged.
You chugged it.
I sucked it down really
And then we
fast.
told you.
And what was it, like 24 ounces or something?
No.
No,
was
32.
32 ounces. And I like,
Yeah.
well, it was a hot day, if you recall.
And there was sugar in it. And Red Bull.
And Red Bull.
Yes. And I,
Something to find out that you haven't done sugar since 2020.
no, I haven't done
caffeine.
caffeine.
Oh, caffeine.
Yeah. So I drank this drink real fast and I said, "Oh, what's in it?" And you said, "Well, this kind of berry and that kind of thing and Red Bull." And I said, "Wait,
Uh-oh.
what's Red Bull?" Because I never had a Red Bull and I knew it was some kind of like an energy or electrolytes. I didn't know
yeah.
exactly what it was. But you said, "Oh, it's like 5 cups of coffee at once or something." And I'm like, "I haven't had caffeine since I had back surgery in December of 2020.
Whoops.
Yep. So I got a lot of work done in those next 2 days when I didn't sleep at all.
I bet you did. I bet. Did you?
You kept slurping
Did you not?
when there was nothing left to slurp.
Yep, he downed it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good drink.
So what you brought me one today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And there's no Red Bull in it.
No Red Bull.
And sugar free.
And sugar-free because we know
Sugar-free.
you like sugar-free.
Blueberry,
I'm gonna take a
vanilla.
slurp.
Okay.
What? That is really good. So this is how I'm going to describe it.
Okay.
Okay, let's
tastes-
hear it.
It tastes like a blueberry dreamsicle.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the cream, like the orange creamsicles, but
yeah,
blueberry.
exactly. Is that what you were going for? Because that's what it tastes
Well,
like.
for you,
For you, yeah.
and we named this one.
Uh-oh. The dork. What's it
No,
called?
what's the name, Miranda?
Coney Island.
Cooney Island.
Yep,
That's not.
that's
no,
called the Coney Island.
They said no man is an island. I don't know how that can
Well,
be.
that drink's
not-
called the Coney Island.
Oh, and it's delicious. And I'm
Yeah.
not too manly, so maybe it's
No.
fine.
Yeah. We figure, got to put your name in there since
Oh.
it's sugar-free and
That is delicious.
yeah,
Perfect.
I love it.
good. Glad
Yes,
you like it.
That's fantastic. And so what is it? It's got some cream, some blueberry,
Yes, and vanilla.
and vanilla. And
And sparkling water.
I was going to say because it's a little bit fizzy too.
Yes.
Now don't give away the secret recipe to Cooney Island.
I didn't say what type of sparkling water.
No one wants to be lost on Cooney Island.
No.
Trust me.
Well, they might.
The
If you have these drinks, they might.
This has nothing to do with Gilligan's Island. This is
Nope.
completely
Nope.
unrelated. Okay. All right. Excellent. I love it.
Good.
So talk to me about your other drinks.
Or other drinks. Well, we decided that we wanted to stay like with the town. So we wanted like names with Buggy something, Miranda's
Like
husband.
country
Yes.
themed.
Okay, okay.
And
Because
sticking with Buggy
Stuff that has to do
Town.
with
Kind of to
Mifflinburg.
reflect the Mifflinburg
Yeah.
heritage.
Yeah, because they always say Buggy Town or whatever. That's how
Yeah.
they refer Mifflinburg. Oh yeah, Buggy Town. But so we wanted to keep the names with that, and then Miranda did. You know, she's good with that stuff, and her husband did think of a name.
No, Buffalo Stampede.
Buffalo Stampede is the
and Busted Buggy.
and Busted Buggy. Buffalo Stampede is really good.
What's
That's
in
my
that?
favorite. That has cucumber and lime and sparkling water, and you could put a little lemonade in there if you wanted to. And then it's tahine with a chamoy straw.
He's looking at us like
I don't know what any of that means.
It's so good and refreshing.
Should I run
That's
that?
my favorite.
Do I need to run that through Google Translate? Or so what's tahine?
Tahini
Yeah,
is
it's like a spice.
chili peppers,
Lime.
and it's like crushed, and it has salt and like
lime.
a hint of lime in it.
It's good.
But
And then what was the other thing about
Chamoy.
chamoy? That's
Chamoy.
like
You dip
dried
it.
fruit. Like
Mhm. You dip the straw in it, and then the salt with the sweet, and it's so refreshing. You would
so
like
good.
it?
it.
Sounds like
There's no Red Bull in that.
no, but it sounds like
love
it
sugar.
would be refreshing. Like woo,
So
It's
refreshing.
very
It's my
refreshing.
favorite.
like for a hot day or something.
yes.
Okay. And what one's that?
That's a Buffalo
That-
Stampede.
Yeah, that was the Buffalo Stampede.
Okay. And then what's next on the menu?
You did
Oh,
Buggy
gosh.
Days.
Buggy Days.
DAZE.
Okay, so
Buggy
that has
days.
like LSD or something in it.
Yep,
or-
yep.
Mushrooms?
Yep, makes you.
Got some
Yep,
kind of
it makes you.
mushrooms in
Yep,
it?
yep. Put you in a daze.
Yep.
Yep.
Actually,
what's-
that one's like one of our more popular ones.
We have a 6-shooter.
Well, what? Go back to Buggy Days. What?
Okay.
Describe that flavor to
That
me.
one's blue raspberry and blackberry.
That's the one I think I had. Does that have Red
Yes.
Bull in it?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that one had
Okay,
Red Bull.
well, I'm glad you spelled days with a Z.
Yes. See, appropriate.
I was in a Buggy Days
yes,
4
you
days.
were.
Yeah, you were.
Yep.
All right, so that's cool. So what's the other one?
We have 6-shooter.
That one doesn't have any caffeine or anything. It's blue raspberry, like cream, like half and half, whatever you want to use, and then sparkling water. Mama tried.
Mama Tried's a good one.
So,
one's-
so how did you? So let's go through all the flavors. So Mama tried.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's the name behind that one?
Well, Mama Tried is like the peach flavored.
Yeah.
It's like a peachy.
and passion
Because we
fruit.
put the peach, the little peach rings in it.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm not a. I didn't used to like peaches, but I'm coming around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can tolerate them now. Okay, so Mama tried and
Giddy up.
Giddy up.
Giddy Up.
I would forget what's in that one.
That
I haven't
one's the-
learned all of them yet. Miranda's the.
That's the cantaloupe and the cucumber with Red Bull. So it's like the Buffalo Stampede, but
But it doesn't have the cucumber or
No.
the cantaloupe in it.
right.
Right.
It has cantaloupe instead of lime
Hmm
Right. Okay.
with Red Bull.
With Red Bull.
No tahine or anything
Uh-huh.
with that. Do you put tahine in that one? What do I know?
What do I know?
So how do you? So when you guys did we get all the flavors yet?
No, we didn't do the dirt road.
Oh, yeah, Dirt Road.
That
That's
tastes like Dr. Pepper.
it's
kinda.
Dr. Pepper with coconut and lime and cream.
Oh man, that sounds good too.
It's really good.
Okay, so that's all your flavors. What was that? Six,
Maybe.
six?
Maybe.
Seven. There
There's
should be seven.
We have more than that. We have the blueberry cheesecake and the blueberries and cream, but those are like our specialty ones. And then I made a peach and cream today. That was really good.
Yeah, that one was really
Just
good.
for yourself privately. Shame
Yep,
on you.
Don't tell anybody.
Shame on you.
So good. Actually, a couple people ordered that when they.
Yeah,
seen
Nan.
it. Oh yeah.
So let's talk about where these drinks are available. So the coffee you can get in your store.
Yes.
And that's something you take home. You're not serving hot coffee. People
Not
take
yet.
that
in
home
the
and they
cold
brew it.
months, we do for just like if someone wants a
Yes.
small cup of coffee.
Okay. All right. And then talk to me about how you're selling and marketing the drinks.
Finding events
Okay.
we'll sell them at and setting up outside the boutique.
Okay. So and are you setting up every Friday and Saturday outside the boutique?
Whenever we feel like it.
Whenever she wants to do it, until we get our building done,
Yeah.
it's going to be.
And it's kind of nice with social media. You don't have to.
Yep.
You didn't have to think 4 months ago if you wanted to put an ad in the paper.
Nope.
No, because as soon as they see it posted, they're like, "We came down because we've seen it posted."
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
That's
Power of social media.
Yeah.
good to leverage that.
That's right.
So I try and when I see that, I try and share it so people know.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Because there are a lot of people, and not necessarily even any more younger people they look to social media when they plan their day.
Oh, yeah.
Like not every day, but when they're going out to
Yeah,
find
yep.
something to do.
And I feel like we're getting a lot of younger people. Like at the
Oh my
park,
God,
we had these
so
3
many.
boys that came back three
different
times for drinks.
Wow.
And they had Red Bull in them. When they were younger, it's like, okay, don't tell your parents.
It was
You had all
so
this
funny.
Red Bull.
They came back the last time. I'm like,
Oh my God.
again?
Oh my gosh. It
They
was
probably
so.
set swimming records or something.
maybe.
Well, they were swimming at the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 of them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they were so sweet. They were the nicest kids.
They're like, oh my gosh, these are so good.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
It's good to hear the positive
feedback,
feedback.
And you
from
did
them.
well. So we're talking about the Mifflinburg Blueberry
Oh,
Festival.
we did.
We killed it.
We killed it.
That's good. I know when I came down, I saw there was a line, so I kind of avoided. But then when it died down, I came over for my drink. But it looked like you were busy.
We were.
Very.
That's good. That's
Yep.
excellent. And then that is something you're going to continue out of the shop.
Yep. Well, we're adding on to the side.
Okay.
So our landlords, he wants to build something there.
Right.
I just want, so we can get it moving. I just would rather just have like a Yoder barn and pull in there and just be done with it. And then I think it would need it would be like a non-permanent structure, I would think, because it's just a barn and it's just on concrete, but we want a seating area in front of it. So we want to have like picnic tables or whatever kind of
Right.
those metal chairs you have. Is actually, I've been eyeing them up.
Yeah, we don't.
They're going
if
missing,
yeah, don't
sorry.
look at the shop.
My wife Marsha would give you all
Really?
those metal chairs in a heartbeat.
Talk to her, especially these yellow ones out here. They would look so nice against the brick. Yeah,
That's one of the many things I hoard.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
No,
Yeah,
I love those because they're so comfortable. They're kind of bouncy.
I know.
Yeah.
Those
yeah.
would.
And I
Those
thought they'd be so cool with like a little table between them.
they'd be terrible for your.
No.
Because
No, I don't think.
No, people would sit down and they would never leave. They're that
Oh.
comfortable.
Well, as long as they keep buying drinks.
you
for
need
cold.
turnover. Well, that's true.
As long as they're
So this is to the west of your building.
Yes.
Between your building,
in
there's
the
a
barber shop. Right
and the
beside.
barbershop building. Okay, cool. So people are at that point when you do this, are you thinking, oh, we're gonna have food, we're gonna have whatever.
We might have breakfast food, cookies. Probably put a convention oven in there or something, and do just like little, maybe. I
Maybe
don't know.
little snacks.
Maybe it just depends.
You guys are so whatever. We'll see how it
Whatever,
goes.
yeah.
Well, people ask. They've been asking us what we're doing. And they ask us if we are selling food, and I don't know. My husband, oh my gosh, he wanted me to do a food truck years and years and years and years and years ago, and I said no. Because you got to sell this dessert. It's so good. I'm like, Randy, I enjoy doing it, and I don't want to not enjoy doing it anymore
Right.
by doing it all the time.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing it with my grandkids and baking and stuff like that, but I just really didn't want that to be a full-time thing. So,
And it
but
certainly would be.
it would be. It would be. So that's why we're sticking more towards the drinks right now. But maybe in the future, maybe just like we've thought of,
Something small.
yeah, things we've thought about that.
That's good. I mean, I love the fact that you two are very much, I would call, doers.
Yes.
Because when you call me with whatever,
Mm-hmm.
the wheels are already in motion.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
Because you can waste a lot of time sitting around and
And just saying, "Let's
brainstorming
do
in
it," and then
committees
not-
and
Yeah.
you know what we should do.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's
And
just
nothing
do
gets
it.
done.
Exactly.
I don't understand it. I'm a doer, and I just right now I'm waiting for zoning, and Tim to get a hold. But it's like, come on, man! Like we could be
Chop, chop.
we could be doing this now.
Yeah.
I mean, we are in a tent, but it'd be much easier for,
Yeah.
and it'd be seating area, and people can enjoy sitting down and enjoying the town. And
The only thing now, just thinking off the top of my head, you'll be on the other side of the building, so you won't have as much visibility.
I thought about that too, but he said we could do a fence. So if we put a fence along that sidewalk there on the beside the building and come out this way, and then I'm going to put a corn crib there. That's my
Oh.
plan.
That's my plan.
Plan is a corn crib with seating
Oh,
around
neat.
it. So they'll see the corn crib, and then
We also want
Kurt Ilgen to do.
paint again.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because
On
we're
that side.
the business name is Buffalo Valley Baristas. So we have our logo, we have everything going,
Okay.
and I want him to paint the logo on the other side of the building.
I see. Okay.
So, but until then,
We
we
need
need
to stand out there with a sign.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
You're in your tent. I
Yeah.
like that. But I like that because when I go by, hey, I know
Yeah.
what's going on today.
yep.
Yeah, that's cool. All right. So we covered what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
where you're headed. So let's talk a little bit about big picture stuff. So, what is your vision for downtown Mifflinburg?
I just want people to start coming. Like, I want businesses to participate in helping get people back down to Mifflinburg. Like, I came up with the idea for a food truck stroll.
Right.
Well, I get food truck. I think you said stroll because we couldn't just do one street.
Right.
We couldn't close the street down. So we'd get the people to stroll through the town and visit the businesses. And we're finding out that a lot of food trucks are booked right now.
Oh yeah.
For like up to a year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So we might have
Well,
to
see, food
push
trucks
it.
are hot right now, so
Either keep the 3 that we have and just do it, and then still end up at Rusty Rail and do the cornhole tournament or whatever. But I just feel like we need people to think what's good for the town and not just for them.
right.
And that's my goal, is what we can do for, because Mifflinburg is, I love Mifflinburg. I there's so much potential here,
hmm
I think. So whatever we can come up with, and to get people more.
Well, and I think if we do some events and things
Yeah.
to get people downtown, and as they find that, oh, there's really cool stuff down here.
Hmm.
Not that we wouldn't have the events anymore, but
Right.
it wouldn't be as necessary because people are
Right.
they know what's here and they're telling their friends, oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, let's go back.
Yep.
And so, how you guys talk to me a little bit then? Just thinking off the top of my head with that is, when you guys see your customers, you guys probably have to turn your inventory over a lot because you don't want someone coming in there and saying, "Oh, this is the same stuff I
I
saw
don't want
yesterday."
that. Yeah. We've had vendors that have come to us that sell right across the street, and we're like, no,
Right,
we're not
right.
selling your stuff here. Only because who wants to see the same thing in both stores?
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe if it was, I think the problem Mifflinburg has is there's a lot of residential buildings downtown.
Right,
If you go like down through Lewisburg, you see business,
right, right.
and you don't get that downtown
Yeah.
Mifflinburg. So I think if that was, we had more businesses, it'd be a little bit different. But just being the only a couple downtown, you don't want the same. You don't want to sell the same.
You're right
things.
about that. In that business, Mifflinburg downtown isn't storefront.
No,
It's
it's not.
storefront, house, house,
Especially in our block.
storefront. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you're on the 400 block,
Mhm.
and that does have a lot more storefront,
The residentials. Mhm.
residential places, especially your side of the street.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Because there's only 4 businesses on our side?
Well, it's
Us, the barber shop,
Gable House.
Gable House,
the
and then
Moose,
Holden.
the
Oh,
Moose.
the Moose.
But
So 5.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's so many houses in between.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I know that must have just developed like that. And some of the homes were home/business. Like, for example, the one house on your block was a physician. So he, of course, lived upstairs and his office was downstairs. I believe one of the buildings near you was a dentist. And I think
Oh,
he
yeah?
lived upstairs and his dental practice
Really?
was downstairs. Yeah.
Interesting.
Easy commute.
What about Mary Coons? When did she ever live right up above there, or did she just own the whole building?
I think she just owned the building. I don't think she ever lived there. She lived down, but she was not more than a block away.
Yeah.
She lived just down the street to the west.
Mm.
So let me ask you this question. Maybe you'll have to arm wrestle to see who's in charge, but what is it like with this partnership, mother-daughter? Sounds like you get along very well.
We do. We have our days.
We have our days, but it's over in like a minute. Like if I disagree with her, I just tell her, and if she disagrees with me, she just tells me, and
We
we
don't hold
work it out.
grudges.
No, and we work it out. I mean, I give ideas off of her. She throws ideas off of me, and we usually like the same thing.
Yeah.
There's-
I think that's what makes it
yeah.
go so well, is that it's not like she likes something so far out there.
Right.
And then
I like.
and then I push it on her. No,
Yeah.
I want her to tell me what she thinks. I want her opinion
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to, not listen to her.
Have you ever had a situation where one of you got to say, I told you so?
Oh, probably. And it was her probably telling me.
Probably.
Probably.
I can't believe she just admitted that.
I did.
Hey, you heard it here first.
Well,
Right.
I don't know if we bleep that part out.
I'll Photoshop that.
No,
one.
I wouldn't want to be in business with anybody else but her. I really wouldn't. She's so laid back. She's easygoing. Nothing gets her rattled. She's just always happy.
You get more Christmas presents than the other kids?
I don't get Christmas presents.
Oh, jeez.
Nope, just grandkids get them. Sorry about your luck, Miranda.
Hey, I'd rather it that way. Don't
I
waste your money
know.
on me.
I know.
Waste it on the kids.
Yeah.
So your future plans include,
Include the Buffalo Valley Baristas
right?
and getting that all set up, and just
What else? Is the shop big enough for you?
for it is right now. Because there are days, with the economy and stuff,
Yeah.
it's just a little disappointing the way things are going with that. So it's just you double, you think, But Tim Turner's such an awesome landlord. I mean, you can't beat him.
You really can't.
He's a doer too. I mean, he
Yeah,
lets
he
you
is.
do whatever. He doesn't care. He's like, write it up, show me what you want. Sounds good. We'll take it through zoning. Like he is just boom, boom, boom. But no, I think that building is like perfect for us.
Oh, good.
I mean, that's why, like, when we were looking at other stuff, it's like, no. And me and my friend Lisa actually were going to try to be in, well, I wanted to be in Mifflinburg, but she wanted to be in Danville. And I said, I'm not going in Danville. I don't want to be in Danville. I just love Mifflinburg so much. And so she stayed over that way, and I can't.
With regard to advertising, how do you get the word out about your business?
Facebook ads. That's
Oh,
what.
so you actually pay for those?
Yeah.
And is that worth it, do you think?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
And you got Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram and Facebook, but like we tried newspaper and
Mm-mm.
who
Didn't
reads
do.
the newspaper anymore?
I will. I haven't subscribed to it for a long
I
time, but
know.
if I
Well-
see one laying somewhere, I'll
Yeah.
look at it.
Scarf it
Right,
up.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, I know like a lot of people do go by it because you walk past a newspaper stand and it's like empty, but I don't know if people really
Look at the advertisements so
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
as to read the news.
Yeah, I don't know what the state of newspaper advertising.
I just read
is.
comics and would do like
The crossword
Yeah.
puzzles. Sudoku.
I know. I think anyone with their Wordle, they're probably not doing the crosswords anymore either.
I've never done
know.
Wordle.
No,
Never
don't
done
think
Wordle.
I haven't either.
I don't even know what it is.
It's some little puzzle thing that you get addicted to.
Oh,
Stay
Sudoku.
away, stay away
I
from it.
like-
It's worse than caffeine.
Oh. Oh. See, like we are so much alike. It's kind of
It's
scary. Like I think about calling her and my phone rings and it's her calling me.
Oh my goodness.
It's weird.
You're on the same wavelength.
Yes.
That's why you work so well together.
Yes.
Probably.
We
Um,
do. We do work well.
So this is something when Nikki Keister was here, Nikki Hornig,
Mm-hmm.
talking about the bakery, she said if someone over 30 comes into the store and says, I saw you online, they're talking about Facebook. And she said if it's under 30, they're talking about Instagram.
Ah.
Do you see that at all? Or
I
I
never
don't
noticed
know.
do you use both of them or no?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, you're covering all those bases.
Yep.
Right. You got to.
Yeah.
Word of mouth works too.
Yeah, that's true.
People. You go to events and people.
Mm-hmm.
So what did we not talk about that you wanted to talk about? What did we miss? We surely missed something.
I don't
I
know.
can't even think of anything.
Nothing at
I
all.
don't know.
You will later. You'll be like, hey,
Yeah.
why didn't
Yeah,
you ask me
probably.
Probably. We always do that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I wish I would have said this or I wish I would have had that come back. Something. But yeah. No, I think we covered it.
All right.
I
Well,
think we're good.
it was great talking to both of you.
Oh,
Good talking to you. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining me. Where?
In
in
the
the booth.
booth.